Good evening. We've used the word honor, honoree multiple times this evening, but I get to use it one more time in saying that it is a true honor for me to be able to introduce our next nominee, Abiola Awololo. I practiced really hard on that, so I'm glad that I got it right. I did a little bit of research about her before I met her this evening. Some might call it stalking, but I call it looking at Facebook to see if she's on Facebook. And one of the things that I discovered on Facebook, which I want to share with you, which I think is very, very characteristic of who I see her as in just the brief amount of time that I've spent with her this evening, is a quote that she has from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Quote, "I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear." And that is something that I think has probably helped to color a lot of the decisions that Abiola has made in going to San Jose State, graduating earlier this year from there, deciding to major in sociology with a minor in human rights. It has also colored some of the decisions that she's made about internships that she's taken to work in the human rights area. It has been a part of the motivation that has carried her to several countries, spending a semester in Costa Rica, traveling to Thailand, where she did a lot of work teaching English with Burmese refugees, and also traveling to the UK. She is a person who is motivated by her desire to give back, and she has chosen to do that right now by working as a preschool teacher at a kinder care program in Sacramento. I thank her for being here, for nominating her teacher, and welcome Abiola to tell her story.
Thank you for that introduction, Kathy. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abiola Awololo, and I'm a graduate from Florin High School, where I had the wonderful opportunity to have Mr. Brewer as my high school teacher. I was a decent student, but Mr. Brewer made me feel as if I could achieve more than just mediocrity. I wanted to nominate Mr. Brewer because he is more than deserving of recognition of his enthusiasm, his dedication to students, and passion to guide young minds into reaching their highest potentials. Before I had Mr. Brewer as a teacher, math and science were not my strongest suits, and to be honest, they still aren't, but he was a teacher that believed in us when we did not believe in ourselves, and he kept us motivated to learn all the concepts he was teaching and to make him proud. In algebra, which was the first class I had with him, one of my favorite memories was when he let us play with the remote control car outside and with cones to solve math problems with them. That was just one of the many efforts he made to make his teaching style creative, fun, and engaging. As his students, we all could feel that he cared about our education and wanted us to enjoy learning. Changes like that and the long days we had made a world of a difference to us, especially in high school where we had at least 4 other classes with homework, projects, and other obligations for extracurricular activities. He made me feel that there was not a subject too difficult for me to grasp, especially that he was teaching it. That feeling returned when he taught my physics class for my senior year, and I miraculously passed with both semesters with good grades. It was really a surprise, honestly. In physics, he showed us that it did not have to be an intimidating subject, and that those abstract ideas could be learned by anyone, despite what we believed our academic limits were. His way of teaching instilled a confidence in me that I could not have survived college without. My academic experiences with Mr. Brewer prepared me to have an open mind to learning in and outside of the classroom. Because I left home for college, it was an entirely new experience in high school. It made me closer to being in the real world and facing its challenges. Having a teacher like Mr. Brewer in my life in my critical years of learning about myself and the world around me helped me feel supported and motivated to do well in college and beyond. Since I've graduated from Florin High, I've also graduated from San Jose State, as Kathy mentioned, as a sociology major with human rights minor, studied and volunteered abroad in Costa Rica and Thailand, and I've recently become a preschool teacher. I cannot say that I've accomplished all of this alone. Amazing teachers like Mr. Brewer has helped me become the person I am today, driven and with a desire to give back to my community. I want to return the guidance, encouragement, and confidence that Mr. Brewer gave me to the youth of today. And I don't think I can say it enough, but thank you, Mr. Brewer. Oh, thank you.
You can give this to Mr. Brewer. You got it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Oh. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, you.
You take it for me.
Okay.
I'm as nervous as I look. You write things and then you listen to things and it all just goes in the trash. I think the one thing I need to say is thank you. Thank you to the Carlston Family Foundation. I don't know what to say about this award other than thank you. I mean, it's speechless, really. Thank you to my wife, my family. I know that I'm always loved and supported. I'm surrounded by love and support all the time. What more could a person possibly ask for? So thank you very much. I think, I work in a lot of different settings, and my school has a certain reputation in the area, and I'm often told my students are lucky to have me. If I go to a party or something, I get pats on the back for teaching at Florin, and they say I chose to work at Florin when I could have taught somewhere else. And I always sort of think about that. I reflect on that, and I think, I'm living the dream. I'm the lucky one. I think you can't meet a student like Abiola and say that I am not the lucky one. And I wish I could say that she was truly unique, and she is in many ways, but she's also very typical of the students that I encounter every day. My students are amazing. They're funny and humble and determined and compassionate, and they care about each other and their community. And I feel like my students, many of them, glow so brightly that it's my job not to diminish their shine, like just to help them, encourage them, do anything I can to get them on their path, because they're amazing, and I just need to give them a push and get out of the way. And I could not be more impressed or humbled or thankful for this entire experience. Thank you.